You know what, Carl? I think tonight we're really, really so blessed and so honored to have with us two of our very founding architects of this company, right, in Prague. And it is really their vision and their mission that has led NuSkin to what it is today. So what better way, right, than to invite them on stage to share with us their story and what they envision the future of NuSkin to be and how important team elites like all of you are to the growth of the company. So please join me to give the loudest NuSkin Southeast Asia welcome to Sandy and Steve.
Oh, I like my chair. Because I'm in high heels and stuff.
Sandy and Steve, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're really looking forward to hearing from you guys. Well, we've lined up a few questions for you guys. I think these are from our leaders as well. If you'll indulge us with a few questions, we'd love to hear your answers.
Are they friendly questions?
Oh, absolutely, sir, absolutely.
NuSkin Southeast Asia is always friendly.
We are always friendly in this part of the world.
Okay, we're good then.
Thank you. And sir, here's the thing. I think that some of these attendees today, some of them are new team elites. In fact, some of the people who will be watching these broadcasts, they're going to be hearing you for the first time. I think that it's so important. Could we ask you that first question? What motivated you to come together? What motivated you guys to establish NuSkin?
It's easy for me. I needed a job.
I sort of needed a job too. I'd been a distributor in another opportunity and it stopped. And I really loved what that opportunity had brought me. And so I wanted to duplicate that by creating NuSkin.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for that. Guys, can we give them a round of applause? The next one is, I think it's amazing how, as a company, we've evolved over the years. I think there must be so many stories that you guys have, especially when it comes to partnering with our leaders. The audience was just wondering, is there a particular story that you guys have that you guys, your stories are an inspiration, but are there stories of leaders that are an inspiration to you guys? Can you share any stories that you have over the years?
Go ahead, Steve. You want me to go first?
Whatever you'd like.
I'm going to just say that every single person in this room has a story. I've heard some of them, and I love hearing the stories of the people that are making it happen, of our leaders, of our people that are becoming leaders, because it really shows that it is possible for pretty much anybody to do it if they make their mind up to do it, work really hard, and then empower other people. So every single story that is in this room is a story of success and leadership. And those stories build and compound, and that's what makes us powerful, are each other's success stories.
The NuSkin founding was really not all that different from how you found yourself here. We were looking for, each of us individually, looking for a career, wanting to go out and make a difference in the world. And as we looked at various opportunities, this one kind of rose to the surface. It has, it was cosmetics, so everybody needs to take a shower now and then, and so there was a lot of opportunity there. But the personal dynamics of direct selling opened up this world to us in a way that otherwise wouldn't be possible. We weren't going to be able to afford to go buy $1 billion worth of advertising to be successful, but we acquired $1 billion worth of advertising in the distributor force. So one of my great stories is that every time we went into a new country, we were starting over. It was always entrepreneurial, and there was always this hope, but not a certainty that we would go into the market and find wonderful people. And when we went into Southeast Asia, that was a truly exciting time for the company, where a few foreigners would come in. Often they were expatriates from Thailand or from Malaysia or from the various countries that are involved, and they immediately started holding meetings in little hotel rooms, and it got bigger and bigger. And it was just so astonishing to see this whole enterprise that you represent now, find root. We've held international conventions where there weren't this many people in the room for our whole.
Yeah, probably our first convention, we had to call people and beg them to come. We got them to come, but.
And so to have so many people of your octane, of your capacities, being here from that wonderful market that we saw spring into existence, it's just really a rewarding thing.
Yeah, I'm sure many people are fighting to come to this trip and to be with you and learning from, hearing from the both of you, right? We know NuSkin was founded way back, coming to 40 years since 1984. Many things have changed, but we know one thing remain unchanged, which is our culture of force for good. Yeah. So how has leaders of the past aligned to this mission? Right, and how can the new leaders of today, actually be strong advocates of this force for good culture?
Well, from the very beginning, if you were to look at the very first brochure that we made, we literally made it. Blake did the artwork in the front. We had this beautiful brochure, and we mentioned in it that a portion of the proceeds of the company would go to a cancer foundation that he established for his mom who had passed away of cancer. So from the very beginning, we had the desire to do that, but at the beginning we were not a force. We were a few people with what we thought to be an amazing concept, an amazing idea. But just like naming our company International, we are a force for good, and we're NuSkin International way before. You name you say what you want to be, proclaim it to everyone, because you can become that. And that's what we did. We wanted to be a force for good, and we could become that by empowering a worldwide group of people that were like-minded in the same way.
When Blake Roney first came to talk to me about joining this little team, he had this, one of the things that he said that they wanted to do, that we wanted to do, was be a force for good in the world. That to have some of our productive professional life be devoted to something other than money, be devoted towards making the world a better place, thinking that it would be very psychically rewarding for us, that it would be sticky on the part of our distributors if we were involved in causes that they believed in, that they would want to stay here. And so that's always been the dream that you and Blake and others have talked about, Sandy. But the way that dream has been sustained is through you. They say that you, when you're looking for somebody to marry, you don't marry who you want, you marry who you are. And that's true of distributors too. People who came into this company embracing that vision of being a force for good, having what we do here be about more than just selling products, recruited other people who were attracted to those same virtues. And so the vision has self-perpetuated because you wonderful, amazingly moral and well-incentivized early distributors went out and found other people just like you who wanted to come in and make a difference in the world too. So it's one of the real pleasant things about the company that we've been able to perpetuate that.
Thank you. We're going to make sure that this force for good, right? This group, this team, culture is going to be stronger day by day. So we're going to celebrate our 40th anniversary next year, right? So can you share with us your vision for the next 40 years? And how can our leaders be part of this growth journey?
Let's see, if next 40 years I'm going to be 104. How about you?
Thank goodness for these products.
I hope I'm age locked. That's all I have to say.
Keep taking.
But I don't know. Every time I get an update on what's happening next, I get more excited than you can imagine, because I know the power that we have now. We would have introduced a new product or a new something when we were our little deal and we'd sell 100, I don't know, in relevance. And we can go to the market that we've already established, and we know we have a family of people that can share them with proper information, we are once again a mighty force for getting innovative products out to the world. And that's what I'm excited about, because of all the people we can empower with this opportunity. I meet with a lot of young women that are struggling, and I've seen a lot of those people in this room now today, because we are inspiring that level of person to participate in an empowering opportunity. So our future is brighter than it's ever been.
Thank you, Sandy. I think you said that well. Sometimes people ask us, well, you did okay in the 80s and 90s and teens and 20s, but is this replicable going into the future? And to that, I always say there are some things about this company that are always. It's like gravity. It worked last year. It's going to work next year. You drop a microphone. Should we do it? When you drop a microphone, it's going to fall. As long as we're about helping people, providing great products that improve people's lives, and a great opportunity that improve people's lives, there's going to be room for that. But we live in the world of innovation, as Sandy said. And so we have to continue to innovate. So over the next 40 years, we're going to continue to bring great products to market that will be at the cutting edge of science and technology in order to continue to help people lead better lives.
Thank you, Steve and Sandy. Let's give them a big hand.
Wonderful, yeah, absolutely. Innovation has always defined us. It's like innovation is in our DNA. I absolutely love that. For our last question, right? If there was one message that you guys could, sorry about that.
I feel like this is a test.
I know, right? I apologize. No, it's just so awesome talking to you guys.
Okay.
And all the points are in the last question too.
Yes, ma'am. It's a perfect score.
No,
it's a perfect
double
score.
jeopardy.
I'm kind of worried for you, Sandy.
Well, if there was one message that you would like to give to our leaders today, something that you'd like them to take home to their countries, to their downlines, what would be that one message that you'd like us to take home from our event today?
Well, mine is, everyone knows mine. Mine's never, ever, ever give up on yourself, and always be motivated by love. Because if you're motivated by love, you're going to do great things. That's mine.
That's pretty excellent. The only thing I would add to that is how grateful we are. And we should all be grateful to each other. We're out doing some real good in the world. Never mind the force for good activity. Just the normal course of this business lifts people and elevates them. You go out and train people, help people to become more than they were before you got there. You just continue to be bright lights all over the world that make things better. Add to that the force for good things. Tens of thousands of saved lives through the Southeast Asia Children's Heart Fund, and in Malawi, 110,000 children or more get fed sometimes the only meal that they'll get on any given day. We have so much to be grateful for and so much to be proud of, and none of that would be possible without your virtuosity as you go about this business. So we are so grateful to you and to them.
Well, and raise your hand if NuSkin and yourself, through the NuSkin opportunity, has changed your life. Have you changed your life because of NuSkin? So you've done that for yourself. Now go and do that for someone else.
Wow. Let's once again thank Sandy and Steve for their wisdom, right, and their inspiration. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
They're running
Sandy,
such a
Steve.
packed schedule. In fact, they'll be leaving for another corporate event tomorrow morning. So we're really grateful for their attendance and for gracing this event. Thank you, Steve and Sandy. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve and Sandy. It is absolutely always a pleasure here for you guys. Amazing, amazing.